Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Washington Nationals. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the hill, Mitchell Parker. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The pitch. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Nice grab. Jump throw. And they get the out.
92nd, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts with a homer in his last game. 1 out, bases empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Manny Machado up to the plate. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That one inside, and the count's full. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for the Padres. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, left side. Wood hauls it in to end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Saddle again. It's like the Wild Wild West, Cowboys and Indians, yeah. So watch how you step to me, because I've been schooled by this. Back in Washington, D.C. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it.
Oh, that drilled him. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on that knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
James Wood digs in now. That one finds the zone, and now 2-2. And they'll do it again. What a stop. Throw to first. It's in and out of his glove.
Batting third, center fielder, number 2.
And at first, and now up for Washington, Eric Olson. Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Wood, the base runner at first with 1 out. And it remains 2-2. In the dirt, blocked. Wood into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. On a line, base hit. Here comes Wood around third. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Moved to first, and he's back in there. DeYoung went deep in his most recent game. One now. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back. Into the bullpen and gone. A 2-run homer. His 19th home run of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
1 down. Luis Garcia now at the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 down. Here's Dave Martinez line up for the Nationals. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, James Wood.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Out to short, Bogarts. And that'll do it. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
San Diego,
Fernando
right
Tatis
fielder,
Jr. to
Fernando
hit here.
Tatis Jr.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering upstairs. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
3-2.
On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman Eggy Rosario.
Eggy Rosario getting ready to hit. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
1 and 2.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Wood snags it for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed.
Left fielder,
if he does
Jack
that, he's going to be
Peterson.
able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough
Batting
stretch at the plate
seventh, the
lately. Just a
designated
simple
hitter,
ground ball
Luis
the other way. They've
Campusano.
had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So 2 down. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And it is 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Peterson off of first with 2 away. This one in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Wood makes the catch, and that is that. Padres leave one. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Keibert Ruiz.
And that misses. And it's 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hit in the air, left field. Peterson coming on, makes the catch. 1 down.
Batting eighth, right fielder Ramon
Laureano comes up to hit. That one catches the zone. That is strike 2. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Swung on, belted. Tatis really on his horse for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We've played 2 full. It's the Nationals 3 and the Padres nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. That one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Elias Diaz. That one missed. Swings through that one out in front that time. And there's the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So the lineup flips over. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Abrams tosses the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 3 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Abrams.
Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard, now the number 2 hitter, James Wood.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
The next offering misses. 2-1. Hammer, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
First and second, no outs. Olsen will hit next. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The 2-1. Just missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That pitch gets the corner. Counts full, 3-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Paul DeYoung digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Abrams at second. Wood at first. One gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine, and that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second, 2 outs. Josh Bell at the plate now. Lace down the line, could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. 1 run across, coming home. Head first slide, and he's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Dylan Cease done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for San
Joe
Diego.
Musgrove on to
Number
pitch here.
44.
And with the big deficit
Joe
on the
Musgrove.
scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Keibert Ruiz. And now the count is even. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to inning number 4. It's the Nationals 6 and the Padres nothing. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates.
Xander Bogaerts.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the
Machado.
air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him,
right fielder,
and he hit him.
Fernando Tatis
So man aboard,
Jr.
1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
No. Fastball is outside. Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eggy Rosario.
First and second, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Eggy Rosario. That misses. And that's ball 2. Two on, 1 out. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Olsen makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jock Peterson.
So first and second with 2 outs. And Jock Peterson stands in. This to third, to Young. Throws to first in time. And Peterson retired. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Padres leave a pair. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back in Washington, D.C. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ramon Laureano.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. Wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting, shortstop.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
2 outs. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So a man at first. Up now for Washington, James Wood. Musgrove picks over Abrams. Back in on a dive. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Abrams leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That's a ball. 2-2.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2
now
out.
batting, number 2.
Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals. That's off the inside corner. 2-1.
1 strike.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. 1 run is in. Coming home. The relay throw. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. But they push across 1 run on 2 hits, an error, and 1 left. We played 4. It's the Nationals 7 and the Padres nothing. Back here in Nationals Park. Now it's the DH, Luis Campusano. Fastball for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away.
Up next for the Padres.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
One down, base is empty. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. That ends the frame. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Nationals 7 and the Padres nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. The 1-1. Just missed.
You know, these Nationals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next offering way off the plate. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next pitch is downstairs. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
1 gone, runner at first. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Garcia, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Musgrove checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Left field. Peterson makes the grab.
Now batting, the catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Here's the catcher to hit, Keibert Ruiz. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. That one fouled off, 2-2. Hard hit left side. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
And now Ramon Laureano. Next offering is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So the Nats leave a pair, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. That clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen for the Nationals. Ryan Thompson appears to be getting loose. Ribalta also throwing. 1-2 now. And he chases that one. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Fastball for a strike. Line drive. They got it for out number 2.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Not going their way. It's 7-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the DH for Washington, Dylan Cruz. That misses, and it's 2-1. Action in the pen down there. Ron Marinaccio getting ready to go. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. In the air, left field, down the line. Peterson makes the grab, and there's one down.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The Nats up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting left fielder.
Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Abrams around third. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. It's 8-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just an awesome swing of the bat. Quick hands and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Man at second with one away. And now up for Washington, Eric Olson. And that's outside. Wood, the runner at second with one away. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And the right-hander's 3-1.
Okay.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the
So
Nationals.
next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, Paul DeYoung. Man on second, 2 down. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 9-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Joe Musgrove is done in this one, and unfortunately he didn't get much help behind him defensively. New arm coming in. We'll be back.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ron Marinaccio.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And now it's Luis Garcia. That one in for a strike, 2-2. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. He'll score. And in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Josh Bell. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Just off the outside edge, and the count's full. Caught him looking for the K. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 10 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Nationals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Outside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And now the first baseman, Eggy Rosario. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's through there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jock
And the batter
Peterson.
now, Jock Peterson. His righty-lefty splits there. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. ground ball to the right side. Tosses to first, and that's the third out. Padres go down quietly. They're down 10-0. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Bases empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
One down, base is empty.
2-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, out to short. Throws across the diamond. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. And now the DH, Luis Campusano.
The designated hitter, Luis Campusano.
Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth.
Two and one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. On to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Elias Diaz. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Funk up the plays, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the plays, we just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go, what's about to happen, girl? You
Here's C.J. Abrams now.
For the Nationals, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Left fielder, James Wood.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Here's a 1-1. High fly ball out to left field. Peterson makes the grab. Out number 2.
Now batting number 2.
2 down, base is empty. Eric Olson, the next to hit. Next pitch off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. The Nationals up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that is out of play. There's a swing and a drive. Peterson moving back. Say goodbye to that one. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 11-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Up now for Washington, Paul DeYoung. 2 outs. This one in the air right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Padres. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the Washington bullpen. DJ Hers looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Williams warming up as well. Next one in the dirt. Line to left, and it goes just foul. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And foul ball. In the air out towards right center. Laureano trying to get there. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Popped up. Garcia puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting third baseman, Manny Machado.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Manny Machado. Up and in, and a count 2-1. And Manny gets a piece. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Washington Nationals. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
Back for the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway, and starting this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
All right, ready to go here. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here's Bogarts now. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Bell hauls it in, and there's one away. And let's take a look at the lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Now snap throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. Hit on the ground might be 2. 1 at second. He's out. And that's 2. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Washington. Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now the left fielder, James Wood. 1 out, bases empty.
Ball, that's out.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And it stays fair.
Batting third. Center
Man at first with 1 gone.
2.
Eric Olson will hit next. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Darvish kicks, delivers. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Merrill drifts towards it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth. Third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Late swing fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Wood around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at-bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. The pitch. Swings through that.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
1-2 now. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back in Washington, D.C., new inning getting started. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Eggy Rosario.
And here's the first baseman, Eggy Rosario. That's hard hit on the line. Wood calls it in, 2 away. And now Jack Peterson. 2 outs, base is empty.
Ball, that's out.
And downstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Peterson just got a piece of it.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here in Nationals Park, here's Josh Bell.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. And it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 7, catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. It's a bomb. A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lock, and gets the home run.
Base is empty, one away. Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tatis. He's there. He's got it. And there are two down.
Batting ninth, designated hitter.
Two outs, base is empty. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a curve misses outside. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Left field, way back there. That's back. And it's out of reach after the slow first step. Into second, and he's got it doubled.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So the batting order turns over, and now C.J. Abrams. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Darvish delivers. Good eye in that spot.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
James Wood in the on-deck circle for the Nats. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Up next for the
First and
Nationals,
second, 2
left
outs.
fielder,
Here's the
James
left fielder,
Wood.
James Wood. That one missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. That one not close. And that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Peterson under it. Nabs it. And that is that. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Capusano.
Strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's too high. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Now, Jake Cronenworth. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. Cronenworth, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick. Has some trouble with it. Recovers in time to get the force. And they get it out of the play. 1 left for San Diego. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Eric Olson.
Number 2.
Right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Safe. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
And now, Paul DeYoung. In there. And so now 1-2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And now 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And a 2-1 on the way. Headed towards the corner. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Next is switch hitting first baseman, Josh Bell. Darvish checks on the runner. Olson back on a dive. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the third out. Nationals leave one, but they're on top 2-0. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates.
Xander Bogaerts.
The 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here comes Manny Machado. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. Bogaerts gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Up and in, ball 2.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some.
To second, Abrams. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And midway in the fourth, it's the Nationals 2 and the Padres nothing. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
now the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Keibert Ruiz.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
Laureano comes up to hit.
Ramon Laureano.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that one wrapped foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Chases that one out of the zone. That K is his third of the game.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
1 ball.
Stepping in, Dylan Cruz. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Battling here as he fouls it away. on, 1 out. Fastball is outside. The next pitch misses. 3-2 now. 1 out. Runners at first and second. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the Nats leave a pair. They're up 2-0.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back. If she told me don't leave, I told her.
Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Peterson just got a piece of it. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting,
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Stays alive.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Right side. Laureano makes the catch, inning over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres nothing. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yuki Matsui, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Marinaccio, the right-hander, also getting loose. Fly ball down the line. Peterson going back, and it hooks just foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 down, base is empty. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. And that one a little bit high. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres nothing. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Ron Marinaccio.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
First baseman, Josh Bell.
In the air, out towards left center. Peterson makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Come down for Washington, Keibert Ruiz. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Tatis settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ramon
2 outs, base is empty.
Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one is inside. Two down, nobody on. Ripped to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And Laureano is retired. That's the inning. And the Nationals gone in order. But they hold the 2-0 lead.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Nationals.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Kyle Finnegan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading
And
off for
here
San
is
Diego,
Xander Bogaerts.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
.99 miles per hour to finish him off. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Machado. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Now batting, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball. Movement in the bullpen. Orlando Ribalta, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Poche, the lefty, warming up as well. With the tying run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Eggy Rosario, the next up for the Padres.
First baseman, Eggy Rosario.
More success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And there's a ball. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Bell brings it in, And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yuki Matsui.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the DH, Dylan Cruz.
Designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, shortstop, C.J.
No, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Man at first, nobody out. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes. Then there's one down.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Now at the plate, Eric Olson. Two outs. In the dirt. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe. Two now. Squirts away a little bit. Paul DeYoung up next for Washington. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 2 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Poche.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here is Jock Peterson. And Poche ready to work. Inside. The count now 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Outside low, and it's a full count. In the air, left field, down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, center field. Olsen settles under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis
and here is
Campusano.
Luis Campusano. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
On the ground. A sliding stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Two down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Here's a 1-1. That one hit to right. Laureano settles under it. He's got it. And that's the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tom Cosgrove.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Luis Garcia getting ready to hit.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. The other way, hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh
Bell digging in for the Nationals. Bases empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out to short, Bogarts. In plenty of time to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
2 outs, bases empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. And they'll do it again. into the mid, strike 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, number 62.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Elias Diaz digs in now.
Catcher, Elias Diaz.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
So it's their last chance in this one. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. That misses the zone. 2-1. Foul ball. One strike away. Hit to right, and that should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Nationals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. So you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for good things down the stretch.
Turn the flow to the river.
it.